G'day Giants, welcome to another war recap video. I'm Fenny. Today we are recapping our arranged war with Spartans Legacy. We teamed up with the guys from Learn2Clash and War Zone. As you can see, we got the victory by 0.12%. Awesome job, our guys. Awesome job, Spartans Legacy. Thank you very much for this war. You guys did great. Want to throw out a special thanks to Komodo and Learn2Fly, both from Warzone and Learn2Clash respectively, for helping us run this war. And also a big thank you to Jan from Heroic Giants for arranging this war. Super effort to you three guys. Quickly, let's throw out an awesome job to Danox, Mr. Warrior, Little Crow, JanzDaFreak, Komodo, Outrageous, and High Tide. They were all star war heroes. They got this 6-pack this war, so well done to you guys. Righto, let's have a quick look. Quickly go to us. They 2-starred all our Town Hall 11s. They couldn't get the 2-star on the Town Hall 1, which is why they lost this war. No other reason at all. If they got that 1-star at the end, they would have beaten us and deservedly done so. From there, they got all doubles on our Town Hall 11s, and they tripled from number 6 down. So we'll just quickly flick through this. I will more than likely be splitting this video up into 3. You might hear it break up after a raid a couple of times, just so I can save it properly before I upload it. On their side of the house, we got doubles on all their Town Hall 11s. We tripled all bar number 10 on their side. We would have hit number 10, but decided to dip to get that last star. And all their Town Hall 9s were tripled. We did struggle for about 12 hours getting the triples on these Town Hall 9s. And their Town Hall 9s were absolutely ravaging ours. Their Town Hall 9s were extremely impressive, so I want to throw out an awesome job to Spartans Legacy's Town Hall 9s. You guys really, really know your shit, so well done there. There's about 14 videos I want to go through quickly today. So we're going to start at number 31 with Keatsx. And he brings the GOVAHO to this base. So what he does here, he throws down a giant to do some tanking, gets some hogs down so he can get the lure on the CC. There is a P.E.K.K.A. and goblins in the CC. One thing to take note in this attack, guys, I didn't know beforehand, but a level 3 and level 4 poison does take out a max P.E.K.K.A. So if you ever come across it again and are struggling to work out how to hit it and get rid of it, this is one way of doing it. So I'm just going to quickly fast forward it. And we'll zoom out there. And he's going to start the rest of his raid from northeast up the top here. So he throws his golem down with a healer and a max golem in his CC and gets that big funnel going. He's going to throw down a jump to get his king and all those troops and those Valks into the enemy queen. So his king's in on the enemy queen now and she's all but toast. Valks are in there doing plenty of work and tanking as well. Throws down another jump spell there. So he's going to get his troops working that way into the base. His hogs are going to work from this west side around now. One thing to note, there was only pretty much 2 defenses down this east side of the base, so now that both that mortar and whiz tower's gone, these wizards are having a field day down that side of the base. So very smart of Keatsx there to use that to his advantage. Gets down another heal spell here. One thing, while we're quickly going with this first attack, one thing Spartan Legacy did do that I personally haven't really seen in our wars through Heroic Giants is the use of Tesla farms with hidden traps and skelly traps. They really caused havoc with our hog raids to begin with. So it's something that our Town Hall 9s really need to have a look at and consider, because it really did work on us to begin with. Well done, Nick H, with that attack. Next one's on base 30, Mr. Annie, and he's going to come in with a Queen Walk GOVAHO with this one. He starts down the south here, and he gets his Queen walking and ends up pushing her into this little section where the air defense, mortar, archer tower, and cannon is. And he works the CC enemy Queen and then ends up working her through that open part of the base where the town hall is. Does well here with his warbreaker, sends in the first one to test, make sure there isn't any little bombs or traps there. So does that quite well there. Queen's going to push in here and he's going to rage her to get her through the enemy CC and the enemy Queen. He does throw down the poison as well at the same time. So the poison goes down there. And the rage. And his Queen's easily going to get rid of the enemy CC and the enemy Queen here. So the Queen wraps around, as you can see now. And the rest of his raid's going to start from the west side. He does get quite a wide funnel going. And I'm not too sure whether he... I think his wall breakers fail here. No, they don't. It does open up there for him. I must have missed that the first time I watched this. So his Queen's doing plenty of work on the east side of the base, and nothing over there is really going to cause too much concern for her. He throws down a jump spell to give him access to all the compartments he wants. One thing that I feel that he could have done a little bit better here is hold these hogs off just for that tiny bit longer to get his Vaux and King to get the attention of the enemy King. He does lose quite a few hogs here to that enemy King. But in the end, it doesn't affect him. He does throw down a Wizzy on that bottom mortar there, which was very smart to get rid of it. So Queen's still doing plenty of work. She's loving life where she is at the moment. His max golem's still got full health. Well, it hasn't broken anyway. He's got a minion doing cleanup on the east side of the base. And from there, we'll just fast forward it slightly because there's not too much left of this base now. And that last Wiz Tower is going to go down. And there you go, that raid is over. So awesome job, Mr. Annie, there. Next attack is from Sean. He's one of our 9.5s. A bit of controversy with him. This is his second attack. He does use the Town Hall 9 amount of troops apparently with this raid. He comes in with a mass witch attack. He has witches in his CC as well. He's Queen walking down south here. I think it's quite a nice attack that he uses here. And in the end, Sean is so experienced as a Town Hall 9 that it was actually becoming extremely boring for him. And that's why he has started his process as a Town Hall 10. So it's been quite a long time since I've seen Sean fail at Town Hall 9. So yeah, he does really work this raid quite well. he did fit into this war, as Spartan Legacy had a really large royal advantage over us. Their royal levels were combined were just massive against our Town Hall 9s. So from his queen's doing work over where she is, and from there he's going to funnel in some giants. And his warbreakers here end up opening 2 compartments, and he's going to get his mass witches coming. His queen's doing plenty of work from the west side of the base, and he opens up and gets access to pretty much the rest of the base here. Once he breaks through this last set of walls. So there is a golem in the enemy CC, so these whizzies and witches just make short work of it. That jump spell's gone down there. So that combination of jump and earthquake spells there have just given his troops access to the rest of the base. So from here, the only thing that can really get him is giant bombs, and if they take out all these witches, that's the only thing that could sort of give him any trouble. And just up here a little bit further up where his king is, he does lose a couple of whizzies to a giant bomb. But from here, the raid's pretty much over, so we're going to fast forward. A super attack there from Sean. Absolutely ripped this base apart. So awesome job, mate. Good job, brother. Next attack is going to be from the hammer, and this is going to be on base 18. So he brings a GOVAHO to this attack, or this raid anyway. He opens the center of the base up here, and he's pretty much gave himself access to 70% of the base there. And noting that there's so much of his space already on the outside, that giving him access to 70% of what was internal of those walls is huge. So a really smart way to attack this base. So those golems did plenty of great work tanking there for his troops. His royals are going in. His Valkyries, they have nowhere else to go now. So he's just going to push in here. Unfortunately, his queen locks onto this hound here. But from there, his hogs are going to work anti-clockwise around the wedge that his kill team's created here. So it's a really nice example of how to GOVAHO, or even hog tack in general. Create your little wedge and then work your troops around. So his last of his hogs go up from north. His heal spells are really well placed. He still hasn't used his queen's ability there, and she's on half health. He's got cleanup happening from the east side of the base. He's still got a few hogs left there. But he does lose a couple to traps. So we just fast forward this a little bit. Our king's going to take out that last mortar, so we'll fast forward it even more. And the rest is just clean up from there. So quite a nice little attack there from the hammer. Well done, mate. Really, really good job. So okay, next attack's going to be base 14 and Cloud. So Cloud's coming in with a Laloon on this base. He's going to suicide his royals in here from the south. And they're going to work their way up to enemy king, queen. So enemy king's down, enemy queen's down. Queen's moving forward. I believe there's a P.E.K.K.A in the CC, so he can start his air raid straight away. And he's going to work his loon around his wedge. He pops his queen's ability there on the P.E.K.K.A, which is another way that you can take out a P.E.K.K.A in the enemy CC. So the Max Hound's gone down there. And his loons are now walking or flying their way around the base. Last hound was down there. But with that last haste spell, his loons got plenty of loons left to work and get him across the line with these last couple of defenses. And we love balloons in Heroic Giants. So we'll fast forward this attack. Awesome attack, Cloud. So well done to you, mate. Next attack's from one of our 6-pack heroes, Little Crow. And he's coming with a queen walk from the south side into GOVAHO. So he's got minions working the west side here, which is going to stop his queen from wrapping around that side of the base. Getting plenty over his queen. The air defense wasn't out of reach for the queen, which works well for him there. Giant goes down. Wall breakers followed. Gets unlucky with these wall breakers there. Follows it up here. And his queen's going to wrap into the base there. Unfortunately, because his wall breakers foul here, it doesn't leave him too much for his kill team to enter. He's raged his healers and queen there. And she's pushed into the base now. Throws down a couple of hogs. He's going to lure a golem in the CC here. So once his queen gets the attention of the golem, he's going to start his raid from the east side of the base. Poison spell's gone down there. And in comes his golems. And his whizzies there. So he only had a couple of war breakers left. And there just wasn't enough to open that base up there. So what ends up happening is king ends up walking here. So he throws down a jump spell, but as per usual, Royals don't like taking it. His Valks have taken it, but they've gone in. Throws a couple of hogs on these Teslas that have popped. And his king's walking. Got a Wizzy following his king up there. Queen's doing plenty of work from the west side of the base. The king's tanking for that wizard behind. Throws down another hog onto that Tesla. His Valks are tanking for his hogs in the center of the base there. And throws down a couple of the last of his hogs here to chew through what's left of this base. And that's all she wrote for this attack. So we'll fast forward it. There was that dodgy Tesla in the west corner there. So well done, Little Crow. Next attack, another 6-pack hero and Komodo. He comes in with a queen walk. Throws down a minion there to break his queen walk. He wants her to go into the center of the base here. Throws down another minion just to make sure that that queen does go into the center of the base. So from here, he's going to open the base up. As you can see, the wall breakers go in there. Throws down a rage for his queen just to get her through and get her back up to health. So she's going to work into the center of the base from there. Gets his golems coming from the northeast side into the enemy king. He's got a P.E.K.K.A and Giant in his CC. Gonna really use them to make light work of the enemy queen and the CC. So the king and P.E.K.K.A are working really hard up north. Gets a giant bob trigger there, and he's starting his hogs from the west side now. Queen's still doing plenty of work. Healers doing well. And now he's gonna work the rest of the base anti-clockwise from where his queen has left off. Wants those hogs to take out this enemy air defense here because it's working his healers. But there's nothing left now. That's the last defense. It's just clean up now. So really, really clean attack. Swags a heal by the looks of things as well. So well done, Komodo. Next attack we're looking at is from JanzDaFreak, and that's going to be on base 11. And JanzDaFreak comes in with a Queen Walk HOGOWI, so Hogs and Witches. Haven't watched this one yet, so I'm not too sure where it's going to start from. Here we go from the east side. Gets his war breakers in, opens the base up. Obviously wants to push his queen in to that compartment there. It's got some archers starting to create a funnel by the looks of it. Down the south side of the base. Really wants his queen in on that air defense now. So she wraps around in there, which is good. He's got the golem in the CC now. Popped a giant bomb there. Throws down the rage to get his queen back up and get him through this enemy golem. So queen's doing plenty of work. He's got his witches coming from the south now. He's got a golem there. Throws down the poison, obviously, to slow down the enemy queen. Base is opened up now. His king's down, and as soon as these skellies get in there, that you can say goodbye to that enemy queen. And there you go. Jump spell goes down, so next target's obviously the enemy king. Rages his own king there. Just zoom back out. Throws down a couple of hogs on that Tesla there. And now the rest of his hogs are going to work from the southwest side of the base and wrap clockwise around the base with his troops. Triggers another giant bomb there with his wizards, his skellies. So he's lost his healers up with his queen, but there's nothing left now. There's only this one Tesla and air defense, and that's another really nice looking attack. So well done. Next attack we're going to look at is on base 9, and this is a Town Hall 10 on a Town Hall 10. It's a Queen Walk Laloon. Once again, I haven't watched this attack, so he's got his queen starting from north. He does have a minion working and an elixir collected down south. Gets his war breakers in there. Wants his queen to funnel into that air defense. So minions getting plenty of work out of that minion down there. He's attracted the enemy CC now for Lava Hound and Loon. Rage is his healers and queen just to get them through this balloon. So that's the enemy CC dealt with now. One air defense is down. And queen doing plenty of work. Throws down another rage there on his queen and healers. So he's opened that base up again. So I'm going to assume he's going to get her to walk all the way around again onto this other air defense, which is quite a spectacular queen walk there. So he's opened that base up once again. Getting his king to go in. And he's going to obviously try to reopen that base up once again and get his king in to that enemy queen and the Inferno there. So plenty of work getting done. His air raid started. Used his queen's ability there. So that first Inferno is down. He's hasting his balloons in there. Freezes that second Inferno. And his loons are all but on top of it now. So extremely impressive. And there's hundreds of balloons left. Awesome job, Mr. Warrior. Really, really nice. Town Hall 10 on Town Hall 10 attack there. Very, very nice to watch. So well done to you, Mr. Warrior. Okay, next attack, guys, is going to be the attack by myself on number 8. This attack was done in the last 7 minutes of war. I come in with a mass witch attack, 8 earthquakes. Open this base up from south to north. Get 2 golems going, 2 wizzies to make sure my troops funnel. Definitely funnel towards the center. Throw my first rage down there. I'm going to use my Warden's ability nice and early here. Just to get into that first Inferno. My Wizzies and Witches are doing what I wanted. I wanted most to split up like that. Wanted a few to come up the guts with my heroes. And once this second Inferno Tower is down, I'm in really, really good shape. It would have been nice to have a few more skellies in front of my queen here, so she ends up not having anything tanking for her. But it doesn't really matter in the end. I should have used my ability a lot earlier. But there you go. There's only, 3 defenses left. And now only 1. And that cannon's not going to do anything to all those skellies that are left. So, a pretty easy, clean attack on that Town Hall 8 by myself. Next here is off Danox, another Heroics Giant member. And he's coming in with a Queen Walk with Mass Witch. So he's starting from down south. He's got his Queen and his Warden walking together. Opening the centre of this base right up with his Earthquakes there. So Dennis has max Royals. Rages them there, getting through these cannons and Whiz Towers. I was looking at how to hit this base. I wasn't too sure how I would do it, so it's nice to watch Danox, how he strategized to do it. I was really struggling to find a way. Uses Queen's ability there. Got his Witches coming with his King. It's very reminiscent of a recent attack that he's done. So he's got a Rage there. Uses his Warden's ability on his King. So he got a lot out of that then. Really, really worked his King onto that enemy King and Inferno Towers. Last air defense is gone now, so his healers are looking really healthy. Still has a couple of minions up his sleeve. And really there's just those 2 Whiz Towers and that last Mortar that can cause him too much trouble. Looks like he lost a few Witches up north to a giant bomb there. But his King's getting healed now. And yeah, looking like quite a nice attack there. Loses his Queen there, but his King's nearly topped up to full health again. Still got plenty of skellies. Minions working the cannon. And that's it for this raid. So nice looking raid there by Danox. Going to look at Danox's other attack on this other Town Hall 10. So this time he's gone for Mass Witches over a Queen Walk. And looks like he's going to split this base into 2. So his Wizzies are down, his King's there. Queen's down. Warden's down. They're raged into that first Inferno. Uses Warden's ability there to push his troops to that first Inferno. Rages and throws down the jump to the second Inferno, freezes it, wants to give his troops plenty of time to get in towards it, wants all those skellies up there in there. So his King's used his King's ability there, taking out that last Inferno. So besides, he's got 2 Wiz Towers and a Mortar that's going to give him too much trouble here. He's still got plenty of Witches left, which his Warden has surrounded. Still got Queen's ability. Really wants that Wiz Tower taken down because it's causing havoc on his Witches. And now there's not too much left that can cause too much trouble for him. Uses his Queen's ability there. And there's just this last Mortar that takes out those Witches down southeast side. Still got plenty of archers left. His Warden's at full health. Those Skellies are tanking what was left of that cannon, so gets the triple in the end there as well. Next 2 attacks we're going to look at is a couple of 2 stars on Town Hall 11. So we've got base 3 and Dannox got a nice high 75% with a Queen Walk, Witches, Loons, brings pretty much everything that you can to this raid. So gets his minions working here. Not too sure whether he's using them just for the extra percentage there, but easily gets the CC lure. Gonna use the Queen here. Take out the enemy CC, the Lava Hound and Loon. And there you go, just the pups to deal with now. So he's still got all his spells, bar the 1 poison. Queen's doing her work at the moment. Coming under a little bit of pressure from this Archer Tower. Throws a haste there. Not sure what the use of the haste is there. Queen's walking to the east side of the base now, taking out that Mortar, which is important for his Witches. Gets his Giants down to create the shield for his Warbreakers and Witches. Gets his King and Warden in there. Throws down the Earthquake, opens that base up. Gets his second Rage going. His Warden's ability there, going to push him through all these heavy defenses in the center there. So the Eagle Artillery's down now. Using those balloons. Takes out another air defense, so Skellies have lots to work with over that side for percentage wise. His Queen and his Wardens are working together now. Hasn't used Queen's ability yet. Uses Queen's ability there. Healers are topping her up. He's going to get through the last little bits of defenses now. By the looks of it, he runs out of time. So, really good attack there. Dennis, really strong 2-star. Well done. Last attack we're going to look at is another 2-star, this time from a Shan on their number 1. He just comes in with a mass witch here. He doesn't get the opportunity to be featured too much, so I thought it'd be nice to feature him here. He does throw down a nice 60% 2-star on this really strong Town Hall 11 base. So it's pretty much the same concept as my attack on the Town Hall. 10. Gets his troops funneling in there. Rages them through. King's working the center of the base there. He's raged the king there. Really wants his Eagle Artillery down. Freezes the Inferno Tower. Warden's ability used there. Queen's locked onto the Town Hall now, so he uses her ability. Wants his Eagle Artillery down. And there it goes. And the rest is just going to be percentage. So a really good, strong attack there, Shan. Well done. Really, really well done. And we'll just fast forward the rest. So that's it, guys, for this war recap. Awesome job to us. Not taking nothing away from Spartans Legacy. They are an extremely strong clan. And their Town Hall 9s are really, really good. So, well done to Heroic Giants, Learn2Clash and War Zone for this win. Really, really well deserved. We pulled through in the end, and everyone who participated on our side should be proud of what they did, because it's a massive achievement for our clan. Well, our 3 clans anyway. So awesome job, guys. I'm Fenny. I'm out for now. Super, super effort. Awesome war. Just absolutely fantastic to be a part of. So, peace.